EDFD548 hurdle task. Nick and Chantel are students in your Year 11 class. Both are fair and can usually be relied upon to work well in class and have been passing their assessments tasks comfortably. Since the school dance 3 weeks ago, they have been taking a greater interest in each other. They arrive to class hand in hand and are inseparable, to the point where they now seem to waste a lot of time in class together. You are concerned that their performance in an upcoming exam is going to suffer. Firstly, let's analyse their behaviour. So in your classroom, students may be disengaged for many reasons. Obviously, in this instance, we know why. This is obviously a new relationship, which is always fun and exciting. They are also adjusting to this social change, and their excitement is leading to a neglection of their work, which is totally out of character for these two students. The two main theoretical approaches that I'll be addressing in this presentation are that of Bill Rogers and Rudolf Dreikurs. This approach is about freedom and choice, where students should be given a choice rather than be forced to learn. Dreikurs' principles are as follows. 1. Try to understand why your students are behaving in a particular way. This will aid in how you respond to them. 2. Allow students to have some say in the decisions that affect them, whether this be a choice of their consequences for their behaviour or what they will study. And 3. Be a kind and responsible, accepting person who models for students the behaviour that is expected of them. So what does this mean for Nick and Chantel? I would give them some freedom in the decision making for the consequences of their behaviour by giving them different options. They can sit together in class, but if their marks drop, I will contact their parents. I can test them with an exam, i.e. Kahoot, to see if their marks are still the same, or they can sit separately for class until they're back on track with their learning. The second theoretical approach that I will be addressing is that of Bill Rogers and his behavioural approach. His aim for discipline is for students to be accountable for their actions and to have a respectful relationship with their teachers and peers. This means respecting the right of the teacher to teach and the other students to learn. Rogers' approach has 5 principles. 1. To express joint rights and responsibilities in the rulings you make. 2. To minimise confrontation and embarrassment of students. 3. To promote appropriate decision making. 4. To discipline students respectfully. And 5. To communicate expectations positively to your students. So again, what does this mean for Nick and Chantel? I would have an open sit-down discussion with both Nick and Chantel after class, explaining to them that they must respect the right of one another to learn, as well as others in their class, that their distractions at the moment are interfering with their own learning and each other's, and they need to respect each other and pay attention in class. You don't want to openly embarrass these students in class. You need to be mindful that you as a teacher also need to show the students respect. At the end of the day, it is their option to learn and you cannot force them. We wanted to condition students to adopt the right behaviours, which Nick and Chantel have previously demonstrated. Reinforcing positive behaviours can be difficult, but we want to be able to do this for model students, not just those who misbehave. So it's possible that in the past that both Nick and Chantel, being really good students, have missed out on that positive reinforcement of their behaviour. It may take some time to see these positive changes from Nick and Chantel, but be patient with them. We know about adolescents. We know that their brain is still developing. Lust for them is huge and it is distracting, and that is why they're acting out. We know that they're not bad students. We know that they usually do their work. So be patient with them, be kind, remain calm. So as a teacher, to avoid this issue reoccurring and any other issues, you can do multiple things. 1. To have your lesson plan structured. 2. Create a seating plan. 3. Become more authoritative. And 4. Always have positive reinforcement for your students.